believe it or not. Give me a minute. I want to get my phone set up where I can put it here and I don't have to hold on to it. Sorry about the eye patch and all today. Some people might find that a little too much. It's not for Halloween or nothing. I had eye surgery this morning. And for those that wonder, yes, the doctor said that the surgery went really well. So, I mean, tomorrow I do a follow-up visit where he'd take this off, look at it. I don't know. Both other times I had the retina surgery, it came off after the next visit. So this should come off tomorrow. Now, I've got another green band. The first time for a month and a half, I had the green band because I had a gas in my eyeball. And you got to worry about up and down pressures and all that. You can't fly, can't like drive to Colorado Mountain, you know. That didn't work, and it tore, so they put the oil in it the second time. Hey, how you doing? Thank you, Roger Dodger. So they put the oil in it the second time, and that's what I've been driving around for 4 or 5 months in my eye, was that oil. And that's what today was for, to remove the oil. So I was asleep for, I don't know, however long it took them to numb my head. They put you out, but then you wake up, and you know, you can't really see them because of the bright light and all that, but you're awake during the whole procedure and all. You're told not to move or nothing. If you need something scratched, tell them. And I could literally, I mean, you couldn't see, but it was like, before the bright light, I did see a little bit of vision out of it, but partially through it, I could see where they were shooting a solution inside my eye. There was no color or nothing to it, but a bunch of floaters, I mean really like big heavy floaters and stuff like that, is swirling around. And what he's doing is shooting something in to dilute that silicone that they put in my eye. And then he'd say suction, and then all of a sudden it would come towards, and you know, the swirlies still stayed pretty much, but you could tell liquid was being taken out. And then he flushed it again, and you could tell that liquid was swirling around inside my eyeball. That's the only way I can, and then sucked back out again. He did that at least twice, maybe 3 times. So that was removing the oil and all. And this time I have an air bubble, not a gas bubble, but an air bubble. And same thing, you can't go out to on airplanes and stuff like that. That's why you gotta wear this if you get in a car wreck and they want to medevac you, know, stuff like that. So pretty cool. The gas bubble stayed in my eye for 5 weeks before it to nothing. This one, he says, I think 3 or 4 days. Let me see, catch up on them comments. They're hard for me to send. Oh yeah, hey, yeah. Oh no, I'm fine, thank you. I had eye retina surgery. See, that's why I've been off the road. 2 reasons I've been off the road since last year. Number 1 involves the series of 1 through 6 tapes that I'm doing. The lady that, Rhonda, the one that attacked me in Topeka, Kansas, basically. I've never been attacked like that by a woman. She scared the shit out of me. Well, now she's come forward and a friend and all, and, you know, that's cool, and I'm not scared of her no more. But between her and the trolls that are doing what they're doing, trying to make people upset and all, and not being able to see good, I had no choice. Just like I said there at that City Hall meeting, like if you go over to the Bong Fathers page right now, they're making fun about the City Hall meeting. I sat there 3 hours. In his own words, within 60 seconds of me going to go take a piss, they shut the meeting down. They called my name, supposedly. The meeting was still got on 3 minutes later. When I come in, the meeting was still going on. As soon as I walked through the door, they went to close it. And then I'm like, yo, I want to, and they wouldn't let me. And I said what I had to say. But I think it says something about what a Christian or something. Look at him at this city hall. Go watch it. I don't cuss or I'm proud of myself. I say, well, what I wanted to say, but the old me would have said a heck of a lot more. But it's all stupid, and they won't leave things alone. Stop saying bad words. I don't know which one you think are bad. But if you can't handle my language, Jesus loves you. Go to another page, This one happens to be mine. And like I say, if you think I say bad things now, oh my gosh, you should have seen me before. The good Lord above will tell you that, yeah, I'm not 100%, but man, I'm about 95 compared to what I used to be. Woo-hoo. I live every day for the Lord and the truth, and I will continue. I may slip and say a bad word here or there, but you know what? Man tells me them words are bad. God didn't tell me that, And as long as it's nothing bad in my heart and I don't mean nothing bad about it, like the word shit. I'll be talking and you use the word shit and somebody, that's a bad word. Well, it depends on how you use that word. It could be good. I've gotten pot. Yo, man, that's some good shit. I've seen dog shit. I've seen that. There's so many different ways. Just like giving a cop the middle finger. You can't go to jail for that. There is no Pacific law, whatever, that says that means you that said the F you. Me, it's funner if you give them that. Yeah, don't give them that. Give them that. You know why? Because this says they're not worth the full bird. Brazil, right on. Woohoo! Right on, Brazil. Hey, Brazil, do you want to see what I drive around the United States of America? Now, this is with the new paint job. The old paint job looked similar, okay, but not. It looked similar. Let's just say that. If you want to see the old paint job, just type my name in on the computer in a search, okay? And you can see the old one. You can actually see the very first one that I had. And you'll see, probably close to well over 200 stories about me on the internet. Good 200. And here's why. I'm a cannabis advocate. That was back in 2020. See my RV there? See my name? 420 Jim. Isn't that amazing? Now let me show you something else. There's the driver's license that goes with that 420 Jim. I'm not an advocate to just walk the walk, talk the talk. I'm one still out here trying to get back on the road here in another month after my eye surgery. Continuing to fight. I walk the walk. On my journey, I let people tag my motorhome. They donate a penny, nickel, dime, dollar, whatever, even a hug. I give them a marker, and I let them tag the motorhome like this. See all this tagging? Now, this is from years. I've been on the road 10 years, 36 states. It didn't take that long for the tagging, but see how a lot of them are all faded out and all? Nope. But you can sign the petition at 420gym.com. Why? Nobody belongs in jail for pot. Scan and sign that petition. And see what yeah, no one belongs in jail for weed. One of my good friends, Sean, right here on YouTube, sent $20 to help out with the gas and fuel. He wanted me to put that cross for him. One cross plus 3 nails equals forgiven. Never forget, cannabis heals. See how that plays in that cross? Not that I say take it away, but I will also tell you alcohol kills. See how that plays in the cross? And my favorite, Look at that one, how it plays in the cross. We all know Jesus saves. That's why the slogan, the new name, Cannebago, it's a 1987 Winnebago. It used to be called the Cannabis 2, but new paint job for new people to sign and, new name. Everybody needs a little Jesus, and as long as I got these little Jesus figurines, I hand them out to people. Anybody that wants to be part of this next journey from here, Indiana, Hub City Normal, there in Lubbock, Texas, supports me. Anybody else that wants to help out, support, get your name on it, whatever, send a little donation. Help it get on the road. Help keep it on the road. Every penny that people donate, I make them a decal or let them tag the motorhome or whatever. I love to give back. I put every penny I make into this, and this year, going out on the road, I'll have $1,000 a month to put in it. But this gets 7 miles a gallon. Lots of people. There's phones. There's websites. There's expense, and I can't keep doing everything on my own like I am now. On the road, yeah, I make up some fuel and stuff like that because people tag the cannabis, but the 7 months I've been out off road with not being able to work because my eyes really hurt me. I need a generator. Neither one of these will make it through this year. So I really need to replace a generator, and that's about it. But if there's anybody that's got a company or whatever and they'd like to sponsor, we got plenty of window space and stuff, and we can hook them up on that. And with any luck, move guys, with any luck, I can talk and bring her out for a minute if you want now.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, I know they want to see each other, so
Yeah, just not.
I'll yell at you in about a half hour or so. Move. My dog wants to see the neighbor's dog, and I happen to be on the live right now, and they're both out here. We want to go see them. Yeah, excuse me. I got a bubble in this eye. It's really, really weird. I'm walking around with, they put an air bubble in it, not the gas bubble this time, and it's like a black dot in your eye, and it moves around when you move around, and it's really weird. At first, it flipped me out because when I first found out I had problems and it was retinal detachment, I'd seen a little black shadow just down here in the corner of my eye. And that was it. And I thought it was cataract, moving across or something. And no, it was really serious retinal detachment. So now I got this big black thing here. And it just keeps reminding me of that. The gas, if they use gas, you see through it. It's blurry, but you see through it. The oil, you see through. But this air, for some reason, I don't see through that bubble. But it's only supposed to be here 3 to 4 days. The gas one was there 5 weeks. Hey, Jack, go sit down. You're going to give yourself a little heart attack. Bless his heart. He's 16 years old. Colorado. Hey, Mr. Frankie. Hey, there's a gentleman, Mr. Frankie, that's been following me since 2014. Did you hear? Oh, Mr. Frankie, they, if you missed what I said at that public meeting in Topeka where the lady hit me with the car and they wouldn't let me speak or nothing, I'm going to have to film it and put it on Facebook. But yeah, my now friend Rhonda sent me that clip. And they're like, look at this so-called Christian and what he does in the city council meeting. I thought I handled myself real well. I could have said a heck. After I went through, which I personally, I think I handled myself real well. But now here's another. Are you still here, Frankie? Let me know you're here. I'll tell you another good one. See, the only thing I don't like about YouTube, I can't tell who's here. So I hear through I hear through Rhonda that troll from Topeka, and her and Bryson were the head trolls in the beginning that has become nothing no more. Um, they talk whatever yesterday, whatever. But I guess they made a newest one or another video, of course. And what the hell was it? Give me a second. I'll think about it. I need to have one. Oh, see, I didn't even take a second. I got Jack walking all over my foot. Jack, move. Jack, move. So it seems like that, well, as you've been following and whatnot, and now I am getting the FBI and all that, or maybe not the FBI, but I'm getting feds involved coming over this week, next week, whatever. They personally think, and this is their opinion only, and I'm only saying what's repeated to me. I mean, I didn't hear this from Bryson, but Rhonda tells me that her and Bryson think that they're getting scared, with the post office and this, that, and the other. Because supposedly, if they're talking about, would they, stop, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And don't get me verbatim, but it don't matter. He's going to cut this stuff and twist it and turn it anyway. But supposedly, Scott, if I made a video forgiving him, his girl, and all of his followers and stuff, and he would consider it, but Steve and Steve's wife has to be included, and all kinds of stupid bullshit. And no, to me that ain't gonna happen. I've apologized to them. I've given them forgiveness. They don't want either one. Now they're gonna try and blackmail me into something. I'm not gonna lie. Now, my proposal back to that is, okay, I think everybody should just apologize to everybody. I think the only way that I would accept that type of deal and say let's not involve the police or nobody and handle it, they must sign notarized statements that they will take down every video, everything that they've ever made about me, and they would have to make a public statement about how a lot of it wasn't true or verified or whatnot. And if they did that and signed that and had that notarized and whatnot, yeah, I'll give them an apology face to face and accept theirs. The only one at most that I would owe an apology to was Scott. The only thing that I would owe him an apology to was putting him, his girl, and his daughter up in the window. No big deal. Take it like a man. I put your chief of police and everything else up there. They didn't take it to their life to ruin my life, and I bet you when all this comes out, they're not either, and they're going to understand. Scott Winslow Albert, since the day that Bryson admitted he was the one doing it, just continued taking his rage and anger out on me and didn't give a shit. Forget Bryson. I don't care what he did. If he don't care that Bryson did all that to his family and whatnot, push me into putting that on, what the hell? So, Bryson and Ron, neither one can figure out. These two think that they're the victims when I'm the victim in the whole thing. It's crazy. But hey, hopefully my eye's going to get good. And maybe I'll have a co-pilot this year or not. But I'm working on, I asked Rhonda to find out again where that warrant was and everything about it she can. And I'm going to contact, because, there's different counties. It's one of three. And find out, hey, can you do something that I can at least get down there, get in front of the judge, hear what he got to say, and take it from there. I don't want to get pulled over on my way to come do this and he, oh, yeah, that's a likely story, and have to, pay to get the RV out or nothing. But I want to go see my brother and sister-in-law. They have one daughter like I did, but she had two kids, and I guess they had kids. So, yeah, I would love to go see my family in Florida and whatnot. and it'd be the first time in Florida. I took it wrong when Gary said, "I bet you won't go to Florida or something." I thought he was talking about the warrant or something, you know. And no, I don't mean it didn't, you know. I didn't know about my brother or nothing. But see how the good Lord uses them? They say he don't, but something screwed up the auction, or I wouldn't be in the motorhome. And had you, Frankie, I noticed it was you. Hang on. Probably what you're going to type. Had you not asked me about my family? It does. It does. I don't know if it was you. I think it was you. Somebody asked me about my family, and I was telling them about it, and the trolls couldn't help it. You know, it was a slanderous remark. I don't care, something like, "Hey, stupid," or whatever. And yeah, I was stupid if that's what it was. I didn't know I could just put my brother's name in an evangelist on YouTube and he'd pop up. I had no frig. You know, I would have done that so long ago. I never knew. And I could continue on going through my life and never knowing. So God is great. God's wonderful. And he's on my side in this mess. Yep. So now I talked to Norman another good hour today. My sister Phyllis Sue, I think she's in Germany. He didn't tell me. Someone else told me. Then Ron told me whatever. But she might be in Germany, or that was the last thing Ron knew about her, which could be. They may be in Germany, military for long ever since I've known. The husband, you know. And then Louise, we kind of act like she was her stepmom. You know, she was the only real lady in Dad's life after my mom that I knew of. You know, and I stayed with her here and there. You know, bouncing in, out, blah blah. Norman did too. At one time, me and Norman both was living there with her and Dad. Bless her heart, I hear she's still alive at 90 something. And she had a daughter, Terry Jo. She's married and got a house across the street from her mom. And it's just, you know, had you not mentioned that and had that show not made that stupid remark to me, which is a blessed remark, I wouldn't know what I know to right now today, you know? And I was so happy. And you know what, too? If something had went wrong, because, see, you never know. You don't know if you're going to wake up anesthesia or nothing. All that stuff, when you go in, that's why they hook you up. It's all a gamble. Hopefully everything's good. You come out good or whatnot. But it kind of scared me a little bit last night. Like, why did the day before my surgery and stuff, did I get a hold of my brother and talk to him and all? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, am I making peace with my brother and maybe not going to have a chance after tomorrow or what? You know, all that stuff went through my mind last night while I'm waiting for surgery today and everything. I mean, because, you know, but it was just another blessing from the Lord above. That's all it was. Now my brother knows I've got him going upside down and sideways right now. He's a Baptist minister. And I asked him, did he know, that Saturday's the Sabbath, not Sunday? You know, do y'all still celebrate your Christmases? I got on them good. Told him about cannabis. He said, well, Jimmy, you were, looks like I'm going to have to do some studying. It was cool. And I'm sorry, with Norman, he got heart troubles. We didn't go into it. He says he's good now, but I guess he almost died of the heart attack, whatever. And now my sister-in-law, I think she's Alzheimer's, starting to get Alzheimer's or something. So I'd love to go down there and see them, and, you know, it'd be really cool. And maybe that's what the good Lord's got in store for me this year, you know. I'll know. Because if I call Florida and they say, yeah, we're going to drop this one, we're going to wrap it up, we'll give you a chance, come whatever, that'd be my signal right there. But this year I may have a new driver that can take me down there anyway. Because if I'm not driving, they can't do nothing. Um, but yeah, and I think if people had an extra dollar or two, they would help me get down. That extra mileage to go see my family and stuff. I'm pretty sure most people would. To me, that's kind of like a GoFundMe story. Now watch the Bong Father's going to make a video over this. I bet you will. It's kind of like and he's going to say, "Oh, you just gave me permission," which I don't. I don't want nothing to do with them. Don't want them to do nothing with me. But help 420 Jim get down to his brother, and see Florida. All the people want me to come to Florida over the years, and I never came. I could see that I'd have a little help this year getting down there. I'm not going to make a GoFundMe to go to, Pacific, go to Florida. But I think people would, if they had that extra dollar or so, they wouldn't mind me going down, still doing the petition, but going down, seeing family I ain't seen in over 30 years. Charlie Brown, my half-brother, I found out he died in 2006. I knew he passed quite a while back. He was heavy into the alcohol. But one thing about him, he always worked his ass off. He worked out at the Bird Key Yacht Club there in Florida with all the, people walk around their nose up their butts. I worked out there part-time here and there. Jerry Collins owned the boat, the Greyhound. He owned the racetrack down there. Lucille Ball had a summer home out there or something, winter home or something on it. But it was Bird Key. And he took care of the whole thing, the dock master and setting up the clubhouse and all that. He was there for years. And to this day, I still don't know how he did it. He would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get to work, start work 6, whatever, work his shift, come home, get just as wasted as could be to 12, 1, 2, I don't care what time it was. Go to bed, wake up, go to work. How he did that, I have no idea. But you talk about a functioning alcoholic, that would have been my half-brother Charlie Brown. He would drink NyQuil. Listen, whatever. If it had alcohol and he had no alcohol, yeah, he had the alcohol put really, really bad, like my mom did. But I'd known he'd passed, but I didn't know. And I didn't know his other brothers and stuff like that, I still haven't figured out if my half-brother James Lee, that I've forgotten all about, he's in the obituary as Charlie's brother or something. Maybe Charlie was James Lee's half-brother, because I don't know if James Lee's last name's Miller or not. I don't know. But I sure found out a whole lot of stuff that I wouldn't know a doggone thing about had they not just dropped down that little hint, that was given to me. Look on YouTube. I mean, would any of y'all think to find, because he's not famous or nothing like that, I don't think. And I'm surprised as hell that YouTube even knows about him. Because I asked him today, Norman, do you do Facebook? We can, video. No. He don't do any social media. And I told him if he wants to help save the world and do like Jesus says, you need to. Just remember, it's the devil's tool and use it against him. So I gave him a lot of things to think about. But he said he kind of just settled down and become a local Baptist preacher and whatnot, and but he used to go all over, was a missionary, all kinds of stuff. But I'm glad he's still hooked up to the Lord. Many a driver, I'm sorry. Many a driver. I don't know what I said for that question. You'd have to. But yeah, it's so cool. Oh, yeah. Well, she could be capable as a driver, if need be. Yeah, she can drive. Oh, she says she can anyway. I mean, I haven't put her on the road, but she was a carny and says she drove the carny trucks and stuff. So, yeah, you know, and I'll find out first time she gets behind the wheel. But I believe her. And that's not set in stone. Something could happen, whatever. She can't go, whatever. So I probably should have just held on to find out till closer, because now, depending in the next few days and whatnot, as to I'm going to start trying to build, getting back on the road, trying to seek sponsors, donations, stuff like that, because I got to have something to start out on. And right now I need a generator. So I'm going to need a couple $1,000s to get on the road. And sadly, this year I can't do it. I can't work for it. I can put $1,000 a month in afterwards, but I don't have that couple $1,000s to start it out. So right on, brother, man. And I'm getting ready to end this one anyway. I'll see you on Facebook next time I see you. Thank you, my brother. Hey, any more questions? Anybody else sitting back there talking and toking? And as you see, I'm good at running my mouth and talking. So now it's time to do a little token. Time to do a little token. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope you didn't call off because you're sick or nothing, brother. But yeah, cool. And for the ones of you that don't know, I do a Facebook, and I've been on Facebook the whole 11-year journey. In the past, they screwed up my page a couple times, had it taken down, haters. And they could legally do it because that wasn't my legal name and all. And that's why I fought for 3.5 years to get Mark Zuckerberg over there to put my legal name on Facebook. Took 3.5 years, and I had to threaten him to do it in court. And he finally did. And then on all my social media, it changed to 420 Jim. Isn't that amazing? Whew. And for those that don't know, I am 420 Jim, a cannabis advocate for well over 11 years. You Google my name, it'll come up, I guarantee you. You can put it in as 420JIM or spell it out, FOURTWENTYJIM. And it'll pop up. The thing will say petition. I love each and every person that sees these videos. Click on the petition button. See if you agree with it. It basically says nobody belongs in jail for weed. Other charges we can't help them with. But we want Congress and the president and the federal law to get cannabis out of a class 1 or 2 narcotic. It never has been, never will. It shouldn't even be a narcotic. A drug, yes, like aspirin, but not a narcotic. It's never been, and they can't prove there's a narcotic in it. I'm living proof of that. They charged me with 2 counts of sales. They had me on audio and video. You couldn't be any more guiltier than I was. But I wouldn't lay down and say, oh, you got me, la-da-da. I know that the state must prove all points of their case. And I told them, prove to my jury what narcotics and marijuana. And they proved to me they didn't want to face me in court and found me incompetent to stand trial. Here I am 12 years later. So if you want to find me on Facebook, I do a live almost every night on Facebook at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. A month or so, whatever. I hate putting dates on anything, because I got these couple of trolls that just, he's a liar. Because, if I miss a date by a day or a week or something, I'm always a liar instead of a person that could just be wrong on a date. So Anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. For those that don't know, retina surgery. This is the third surgery I've had trying to repair my retina. Hopefully it works this time, and we'll know over a couple weeks, because I'm dying to get back and do what I do best. Making the headlines across the United States of America. This is just a copy from 2020. And this is the hometown of Neil Armstrong. Now, I didn't know it at the time that Neil Armstrong lived in that town. I found out almost immediately after parking in the town. All the people coming up, talking to me. Yeah, hey, Neil's Armstrong? And I'm like, no, I didn't. But, yeah, cool. But I'm pretty sure here in another month and a half, the good Lord, hey, how you doing, Roger? Hopefully the good Lord here in a month and a half, will have my eyes all done to where I can do what I want to do. I've got to, knock on wood, I probably have a second driver and a person going with me this year. That would be really good. I think my eyes are going to be fine. And you can drive with one eye. As long as you pass the eye test, you can drive. But I think the good Lord is going to give me sight back in this one. And then I'll have this one, the cataracts corrected, and I should have two good eyes. What's up there, Mr. Roger Dodger? You're back. I didn't know when you left, so I don't know what you missed. You know me, I'm good at just talking and toking. Not too many people interact. I like it when they do. If they don't, well, I just sit here and get stoned. No. But if I get back on the road like I hope, Florida will probably be on the list of stops. So I will have my, I can't remember if it's 36 or 38 states I've been to, so I'm not going to state. So it'll either be my 37th or 39th. Oh, you never know. But that would be towards the end. That would be towards the end. Because, see, I found my family now. And it's funny because I wouldn't have found it without the haters, without my trolls. I would have never, ever, ever found my family. I know that. I mean, I've gone all this way in life and never thought to put my brother's name under evangelist and YouTube. Never crossed my mind a million years. Just like he said he searched and searched for me and whatnot, and he never come across me. Well, he didn't search, his kids did, this, that, and the other, but, I can still, and see, if something had happened in surgery today, that I didn't make it, I got to talk to my brother I ain't talked to in over 30 years last night. And he said, we thought you was dead, already. So that'll kind of make you think, and you hook up with a lost family after 30-some years the night before you go in surgery. You kind of makes you wonder, well, if this is it, at least I got to talk to them and whatnot. But I sure hope I get to come through it and find out what's happening in the life. Oh, yeah, I talked to him again because I only had minutes. I didn't think I could find him. I didn't think he'd answer. I didn't think none of that. I called him 15 minutes before yesterday's live. And I'm like, oh, crap. Well, I want to talk to you and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And he said, we can call anytime, of course. And I did today after my surgery because I got a text, saying they hope the surgery went well. I'm like, who's that? And it was from Florida. And I was like, oh my gosh, he paid attention yesterday when I mentioned I was having eye surgery for that quick second and all. So, yeah, we had a wonderful talk. Just Can't wait to get down there and give all my family a hug and whatnot. I really didn't think they cared, they missed, or nothing. But now he wants to give my sister, I think she's in Germany, a way to contact me. And my other half brother that I forgot all about, James Lee. And I was surprised he's still alive. But yeah, because Norman said that both of them have asked about me and whatnot. And, you know, when they communicate here and there, anybody ever hear from Jimmy? That's what they used to call me, Jimmy. So now it's going to be 420 Jimmy. Oh, and let me tell you something funny. Because see, my bless his heart, my brother and his wife, they are the true Christian type. They weren't in the beginning, whatnot. Maybe his wife and daughter was, but Norman was workaholic. All he wanted to do is work. Blah blah blah. He didn't have time to smoke a cigarette. He didn't have time to drink a beer. As far as I know, I could be wrong. I have no idea, but as far as I know, Norman has never lit one cigarette in his life, and Norman has never drank one sip of alcohol in his life. I'll find that out when we talk. But as far as I know, he never has. And it is so cool to find out. But Debbie's getting Alzheimer's, and he's got heart trouble, or had heart trouble. So, yeah, I'd love to go down there and see him. I give him a lot of things to think about cannabis and whatnot. But he told me, he said, Jimmy, you know, last time we talked, you said you tried Jesus and it didn't work for you and whatnot. And I told him, you know, that happens with a lot of people, and it does. And I got turned off of it by the foster homes and bouncing around and forced to do it and all. You got to come to them on your own, I think. Sure, teach your children and stuff, but you can't teach them there's Christmas and this, that, and the other, and then teach them the true meaning of God and everything. There's a better chance, and I know he's going to make fun of this, other people are going to make fun of this, so it's not just the trolls. There's a better chance. Think about it. Jesus, of course, wasn't named Jesus. There's no J's. Yahshua would be a lot closer. He was born at the beginning of the flowers, the trees, at the beginning of life, like us and all. So was Jesus. When he was born, it wasn't in a manger in Bethlehem in the middle of winter. It was not. That's fun for the Christmas story and everything. They tell you we're on a 12-month calendar. When you look at a turtle, and I say, I beg to differ. It was always used to be a 13-month calendar with 28 days in each and every month and stuff. And that left 1 day for the Lord, 6 days work, one for the Lord. See, my brother, I haven't even hit him with that shit yet. But I did tell him that he needs to study that it's a better chance that God's birthday to our world is April Fool's Day than it is Christmas. There's lots of proof it's not Christmas. The winter, there's this, that, and the other, and whatnot. Now, is there any specific proof that it was April Fool's Day? No. But why I say it was April Fool's Day? Because if I was that devil, and this is my land, and I rule this land, and I can get away with it, I'm going to fool everybody, just like the flat earth, the round earth. Who cares? It's flat. It's on pillars, water above, water below. But what better way than trick people than God's real birthday be on April Fool's Day? If you was the devil, wouldn't that be the best deception and everything that, you know? Just saying, throw that out there. So I told my brother, and he's like, you know, I've got some things I got to look into. You get me thinking and whatnot, and maybe that's why God's putting us back in each other's life. I don't know. But man, what a blessing, what a blessing, what a blessing. But had them trolls, when I was talking yesterday, not like they always, when I'm talking, they try and intervene in the comment, act like they're commenting because they can't online, because I do like you're saying, block them. Well, they still try and do it by telephone. And I was doing the live when Frankie, he was here earlier, and he said, "Yeah, good thing I asked you about your brothers and sisters, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd forgot who had done it, but it was Frankie." And when I was explaining it, one dropped down like, "Hey, stupid, you idiot," some sort of stupid thing to get your attention. Your brother's on YouTube, and damn, they helped me once again. They helped me once again. Well, this is where I say, is there any more comments, questions, or concerns before I go? Because I don't want to keep this very long, and I feel my eye starting to twitch and hurt behind the mask here. I can only set up so long, look ahead so long, all that crap. One of my nurses, she asked me if I smoked, and I said no. And I said, "Oh yeah, cannabis, not cigarettes." She said, "That's what I was referring to. How long you smoked cannabis?" And I said, "When have I stopped?" She said, "How much?" And I said, "Well, you average it out, probably a joint a day." And when she gets to glaucoma, she said, "I guess not, huh?" And we both laughed because, yeah, we got eye trouble, but it's not glaucoma. Hey, my friends out here on YouTube, please help me build the channel. When you see these, if you do, it's simple. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. You just hit the subscribe button. It's free. It will help me, and especially when I get on the road here in another month, hopefully. I might even have a co-pilot. We don't know. But definitely, hopefully, I get back on the road. It's all about getting our prisoners out of jail for pot and changing the classification and stuff. One last trip to Washington, D.C. People help me get this up, the generator and stuff. Boom, I'll pull permits to do a march in D.C. I bet you $1 to a donut that Mr. Trump knows who I am. He can't not know who I am. Just if you think that's a far-fetched statement, just go type my name in on Google. Okay, trust me. When the White House, I've been doing this ever since President Obama. I had a petition to Obama. He left office, so you had to change the petition when Trump went in. He went out, had to change the petition to Biden. Biden come out, thank God. Now Trump's back in. Help me make this the biggest petition there is. Blow it up, get a friend's friend, want that to sign it. Don't cost you nothing. Go to my website, go wherever, 420gm.com, click the petition, sign it. It'll try and ask you if you want to chip in. I don't chip into the petition site. I don't see where they've ever helped me get signatures. They say that's what it's for, but I don't know. I know people have chipped into it, but I just haven't seen the... So I tell people, if you look right below that, it says no thanks, I'd rather share. That's what I need. That's what the prisoners need. That's what you need if you want to have a gun rights in your life. Because you look at it. Now, your state will tell you you can have gun rights. You can have a gun. But just do yourself a favor. Go to the federal and type in Class 1 narcotic, which cannabis is to this day still a Class 1 narcotic. Research that first. You'll find out that's true. It is still in a Class 1. It can't be a Class 1 or a Class 2. You lose your right to bear arms. Remember Hunter Biden? That was cocaine, a Class 2. Marijuana is Class 1, worse than that. And that's the only reason they're keeping it in Class 1 and 2 narcotic. They say it's because there's no medical value. Bullshit. They own the medical patent since 1971 on it. And all these states have been selling it as medicine. See? So help me help others and change this bullshit. It's pure bullshit. Now things are coming to light and time for change. And, I have no guarantee or nothing. But if we got these numbers up, and I go all the way to D.C. and Trump comes and he sees the numbers growing, he'll do it. He'll do it. I think that man will do it. I mean, I can't make no guarantees or nothing, that Trump's a smart man and everything. And he can get this stuff done, what he's doing now with the Dodge and all that. while I'm working my way to go see my brother and then up to D.C. and do a march. So all I can do is hope people help me get it started and all. Good Lord willing, that's going to be no problem at all. So I'm not worried about any of that. That's why I'm trying to get this driver ready and everything ready. Because next month, I'd like to be on the road and coming to a town near you, a state or a town near you. Not Spokane, Washington. That would be after I left Donald Trump, D.C. Because I'm taking the southern route. I want to go through Texas, New Orleans, and all that, and go down into Florida through Georgia like I did before. I'll skip Mississippi because I ain't got time to mess with that one. But yeah, I'd love to go down to Florida, see the family, spend a couple of days, and then head on up to the White House. To me, it's the ultimate way to end my 11-year journey, you should say. The first mission was to Obama and go to the White House. I did, and I held a march when Obama was in the White House in D.C. I had Pershing Park and everything. That was the second time I went out there and to see Mr. Obama bring a petition, and I think it'd be great. But who knows? And I need the signatures. Everybody say, "Oh, I'll sign that sign," and they don't. I would get 100 times more signatures on the vehicle than I would people actually signing a petition. And everybody, or almost everybody that signed the vehicle at one time or another said, "Yeah, I'm going to sign the petition. I'll sign it." Well, let me get out of here, my friends. I'll be here on Facebook, the good Lord willing, Creek Don't Rise at 7, and then back here on YouTube tomorrow at 4:20, good Lord willing. Don't forget to count your blessings, folks. People forget waking up's a blessing, feeding yourself's a blessing, dressing yourself's a blessing, using the bathroom on your own, not wearing that's a blessing. Think about that, people. Think about this. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. And if we try, we can all get along. Human beings, planet Earth, period. My dogs, Jack and Lilu, love you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. See you on YouTube tomorrow at 4:20. Facebook tonight. Peace out.